here again. I'm gonna try to make this video kind of short and sweet because it's sprinkling outside. But today is the day that I finally got the old Suzuki DR650, aka City Slicker, in the mud once again for the second time. I wanted to get it in the mud. This is actually the first time I had it in the mud with my new Dunlop 606 tires. So I'm gonna do the quick little review of the Dunlop 606 tires and my thoughts on these brand new tires. I didn't do nothing really too major, just a little bit of mud. No major off-roading or nothing like that. Just a little bit of mud and that's it. Give me a quick little walk around the bike. Plastic dip still holding strong. I got some pictures. I didn't take my good camera with me, but I do have some pictures I took with my cell phone. I don't post cell phone pictures up on my Twitter page, but if you want to check out my day-to-day cell phone stuff, a few pictures and real short videos, you got to check out my Instagram, my new Instagram page. Look me up on Instagram, Hunter Spoke Riders. Follow me. Stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more to come. I just started the Instagram page like maybe 2 weeks ago. So I found a few mud puddles. It's been sprinkling all night. No major rain, so no major mud. But you know, what could I say, man, about these Dunlop 606 tires? Well, I like the Dunlop 606 tires. The only tires I have to compare it to is my stock Trail Wing, aka Death Wing tires. And as you know, these are the results of my stock Trail Wings. Is the reason why I dropped my bike a few months ago. Once I switched to these Dunlop tires, I'm very happy with them. I was real skeptical with the knobby tires because they were kind of more of an off-road tire than a street tire. But first, let me talk about how it performed in the dirt and the mud. It performed 100 times better than my stock Trail Wing tires. Definitely an upgrade from the stock Trail Wings. Definitely happy with the. Now don't get me wrong, I'm no experienced mud or dirt rider, so I'm just going by feel. I've only had my DR650 in the mud one other time, and that's with the stock tires. But it's definitely 100 times, definitely an improvement, I will say. Let me talk to you about high speeds and freeway speeds with these tires, because majority of this time, I'm gonna say 90% of the time, my Suzuki DR650 is really on the streets and the freeways of Arizona. I was real skeptical getting these tires because a lot of people said they're really no good at high speeds and really no good at on the freeway. Well, I don't know what tires they got, but the ones I got, the Dunlop 606s, I think they're the Dunlop D606F tires. I will say they handle pretty good on the freeway at high speeds. Compared to the stock Trail Wing tires, they handle pretty good. I will say they handle pretty good. High speeds, I think the highest speed I've ever had them up to with 85 miles an hour is about as fast as I've went on this bike with these tires. And 85, it still handles good, but the only thing about going 85 miles an hour on the freeway with these tires, the one weakness I did see is these tires, like when you go to change lanes, and if you're doing about 85 and you're going to change the lane, and you run over them little reflectors, a little bump. There's like a little bump in the roads. In between the white lines, there's these little reflectors on the freeways out here, and it's like a little bump. And if you hit that bump to change lanes on the reflector going 85 miles an hour, there is a little wobble in the front end. Now the front end does wobble a little bit, so you really want to slow it down to about maybe 70, 75 if you're about to change lanes. But in the HOV lane, I can do 85 all day long. I have no problem with these tires. Like I said, the only thing that when you go to change the lanes, it doesn't like hitting bumps. And like sometimes you get on the freeway, there's like a little groove or crack in the road. It doesn't like that either. It has a little wobble on that too. But 85 is about as fast as I've got them up to. I don't really want to push it past that because it feels a little sketchy at 85. But for a dirt tire, it's like, I don't know the percentages of this tire. I think it might be 80% dirt, 20% street or something like that. It does do pretty good on the freeway at high speeds going in a straight line. Another weakness of this tire, I really wouldn't call it a weakness, but the thing you got to really be aware of is you're not going to carve the canyons or drag a knee with these tires. That's the only thing that I will say the stock trail wing tires were a little bit better going in the corner real fast. You can't really lean the bike real hard in the corner with these knobbies on because it does get a little sketchy in the corner. It's not crazy, but it's real uncomfortable. I've leaned this bike in the corner real fast. I'm not going to say I dragged my knee, but I was getting close to it, and it's real sketchy when you're leaning the bike with these tires that far. It doesn't really like to be leaned if you're trying to carve the canyons up, going on twisty roads, these aren't the tires for you. But all in all around tire, right around the street. As far as the noise go, it is a little noise to it. There's like a little slight hum, almost like the lifted trucks with the big tires. But it's really not that bad. A lot of people say it's crazy loud. These tires are real loud, but I don't think they're loud. It just seems like a real slight hum to me. To me, it sounds pretty cool. I kind of like the way the tires sound on the street. And you really only hear it on the street. When you're on the freeway, you barely hear the hum because the wind is blowing and you really can't really hear it that much. I mean, most of the time, I got my earbuds in anyway, on my helmet, listening to music when I'm on the freeway doing the far ride, or riding real far. So the hum is not really enough to really bother me. And then when I'm going at slow speeds, like maybe 30, 40 miles an hour, you can hear the hum definitely, but I kind of like the hum. It sounds pretty cool. This tire, I'm real happy with this tire. I will get this tire again. I don't know if I would use this tire if I was like traveling across country, because I've heard that it doesn't really, it wears down real fast. I still got a lot of tread left on this tire. I don't have too many miles on them, but I could see why they say it wears down real fast, because there was a groove like in the middle of the short knobs. There was like a little groove on this in the middle of it, and the groove is gone now. So it definitely has some wear already. And I haven't done any burnouts or nothing like that, but it definitely has a little bit of wear. I think if I can get at least about 5,000 miles out of this tire, I'll be happy. And I'll probably buy them again. But as I said, if I was wanting to travel cross country with this bike, this wouldn't be the tire for me. I'd probably switch to one of the Michelin tires. I don't know the model or the name of the Michelin tire I was going to get at first before I got these, but I still might get a set if I could get my hands on an extra set of rims. I would like to get maybe the Michelin tire for long distance travel and then swap out the rims and tires. But off-road and day-to-day use, man, I love these tires. I did go a little bit wider in the back because it's a 130/90/17, and the stock tire, the trail wings, was a 120/90/17. So I did go from a 120 to a 130, and everything fit cool. I think it looks a lot better with a little bit wider tire. It looks a lot beefier. If I had to rate this tire from 1 out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I'd probably give this tire an 8. And that's not really saying a lot because I don't really have a lot to compare it to. But compared to the stock tires that were on there, it's definitely 100 times better. I would never buy or recommend. If anybody buys a brand new Suzuki DR650 like I did, I would swap the tires the first day. I should have swapped them a long time ago.